So okay guys, here's another modification video for you guys. This is one that I've done before, but this is gonna be a different scenario. These tires right here, they're the MiClaws. They're the biggest tire you can get for the micro crawlers as of right now. A lot of people like them. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but me personally, I don't like them that much. They don't really grip as well as I would like them to. So I figured I'd come up with something new that'll still give you guys the option of having a bigger tire than the ones offered out there, but give you a better grip. Now, to make the modification, I try to look around and see what the best tire was for comp crawlers out there, because obviously if it works for them, it might work for us. Now, best thing out there as of right now, and again, this is depending on where you crawl. I mean, you're going to find better tires for different situations, but overall, this is what a lot of guys are using. They're the Losi Boss Claws. Really good tires. Haven't had a long time to play with them, but most people that I see, especially with the XR10s out there, they're using this tire. It has really tiny little knobs on them. So I figured, okay, how can I make this work for 1/24th? Well, I'm not going to start cutting this guy up because this thing is huge and it's going to be a pain in the butt. But by looking at this tire, I realized that this thread that they have is actually something that you see on your truggy tires, your 1/8 truggy tires. It's pretty much the same thread pattern. So, except for the sidewalls, of course, this one has these guys here, which help you grip onto the rocks, which a truggy don't have. But going along that line, I figured, okay, then maybe go to a 1/24th scale, or maybe something bigger, 1/18th, which is what I have here. Now these are 1/18th tires for a buggy. These tires and wheels are from a 1/18th buggy, which is made by HSP. This is pretty much the same thing as saying like Exceed truggy 1/18th scale. They use pretty much the same wheels and tires, same size and all that. That's the part number right there. If you guys want to look that up, if you look at those threads right there, it's pretty much the same thing that you have on your MiClaws. Not your MiClaws, your Boss Claws. Pretty much as close as you can get. Now, because these wheels are so wide, because they're for the buggy, they're not going to work for us. So we're going to have to modify them. This is what the wheel looks like. That's the hex. It actually fits the Sumo quite nice. Same size and everything. It's got the place where you're going to glue the tire on each side. And then of course it's got this nice 3-spoke design. Now this obviously it's not going to work. It's too wide. What are you going to do? You're going to cut it. Now this is the same modification that I've done to my other wheels on the Sumo Crawler. Only difference is for this one, you kind of give it a little bit of style, I guess. When you look at the original wheel, it's got these ribs that go on the back of the wheel, which help stiffen it. Those are flat, and they pretty much fit the hex on the back. But when you cut the wheel along this line right here, they will stick out. So what I did was I gave it a 45-degree cut so that they match the wheel where I cut them. Gives it that better look. Kind of looks nice. It looks factory if they were to make a wheel like this. And you end up with two surfaces on the side of this little rib where you're going to glue your tire onto. Now by doing this, again, you're going to push your tire outward on your rig, which is going to eliminate the need for wideners. This is actually, because of the size of this wheel being so big, it's actually going to sit about 2 millimeters further out than these MiClaws. But because these tires, when glued, turn out to be actually thinner than the MiClaws, the actual width of the rig itself is going to be about the same. Only real big difference you're going to notice on these tires is they're actually a tad bit taller than the MiClaws. If you were to measure them side by side, as you can. They are slightly taller than the MiClaws. So for you guys looking for something bigger, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys doing that out there. Everybody's always looking for the bigger tire. This would be an option. It's a little bit tighter than the MiClaws, but it is a little bit narrower, which is going to help with the crawling. These MiClaws are actually mounted on my modded wheels, which makes them even thinner than what they would be with the original wheel size. So this comparison wouldn't be fair, but if you can kind of get an idea, these are actually thinner than these MiClaws, which are mounted on modified wheels. So that is very, very thin. Well, there you go. You end up with taller tires, which by folding them over to glue them on, end up with knobs on the side. Same thing you will get with the Losi boss claws. So you get grip on the rock on either side. You get a round surface around the tire, which helps you on the crawling, and they're still got some cushioning to them because they have that the original what do you call it, foam that comes with these tires. It's actually compressed in there to keep that shape in there, but it's got some cushion to them. Now I'm gonna test these guys out in a little bit, and I'll put some videos of it up as soon as I can. But just wanted you guys to see what it looked like. I honestly believe that wheel looks really nice. If it hadn't been for me putting all that glue in there, making it look so disgusting. But the wheel itself, the shape of it, the cut of it, looks real nice. I think a lot of you guys would like that. Anyways, comparison. That's a comp tire. That's the tire that we just made. You have all the knobs on the top and all the knobs on the side that you get from that comp tire. So this should perform very well with the micro crawlers. And again, you're going to end up with a tire that's going to be bigger than the MiClaws, and it should give you a lot better performance. It's going to grip a lot better. It's just going to get you out of a lot of different situations. Also, these MiClaws, they have a tendency to collapse a lot because they're so big and meaty. So you get caught up in a lot of different situations. This one is going to collapse enough to where you get crawl, but it's not going to crumble all the way down, which is not going to let you get caught in between rocks. I get a lot of that with this guy, and that's one of the reasons why I had to go with the bigger and stronger motor, just to kind of overcome that. This should get me away from that situation. Anyways, give me guys any comments, any feedback on what you feel about this. You like, you don't like. If you put a dislike, please let me know why. It'll help me to make better videos. Hope this guy helps you guys out. I'll be posting videos as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, guys.